Last week we brought you up Jervis Inlet on our way to Princess Louisa Inlet, and now we're going to show you around this incredible place. I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Join us as we live and sail in the Pacific Northwest on our 40-foot steel sailboat. The morning after arriving in Princess Louisa was completely different than the day before. Low-lying clouds and rain engulfed the inlet, creating waterfalls and cool, moody weather. But we were determined to get out and enjoy this incredible place, so we waited until the rain died down a little bit and then headed out for a hike. That is a lot of water in the dinghy. Alright, so there's like a loop hike up here that we're gonna do. So we're on the park dock with the dinghy anchored on the park moorings, and we're just gonna go for the little loop hike. Oh yeah. This beautiful trail was actually created by the park ranger Ming. It was beautiful from beginning to end, and we highly recommend it if you make your way up to the inlet. Tall.
One base.
Max, what you doing? Once our hike was done, we decided it was time to head farther into the inlet and try to find a spot either at the dock or another mooring closer to Chatterbox Falls. What are we up to?
We are moving from behind McDonald Island, the Princess Louisa Park moorings down to Chatterbox Falls. I'm not sure where if we're gonna moor up the moorings or tie up to the dock yet. But a couple of boats have left, and only one's come in so far, so hammer down.
There was only one free mooring, so we ended up at the dock and May and Marty on the mooring. arriving, I had epic plans for the shots I was going to get while flying the drone. But I quickly realized once the drone was in the air that this was going to be more difficult than expected because I kept losing my GPS signal amongst these tall mountain peaks. Princess Louisa Inlet, known by local First Nations as Wayward, man, that is terribly pronounced, means sunny and warm. Parts of Princess Louisa have been provincial parks since 1964, but the area is co-managed by the Princess Louisa International Society and Parks BC. The next morning we woke up with the boats leaving to catch the rapids in hopes that we could snag one of the moorings in front of the waterfall.
Yeah, I need you to push the bow out once we're untied.
Thanks very much. Okay, well maybe we'll see you over there in a few minutes. We were beyond lucky to be able to snag one of the moorings directly in front of the waterfall. It was exactly where I wanted to be, and I was happy beyond words to have captured that spot. So it's bright and early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock or no, 7 something. Ah. Before 8. And we got up with a bunch of other boats who were leaving to hit the rapids because we wanted to snag a spot right beside this waterfall. So we've just moved from the dock over by Chatterbox to a mooring by, I don't know what this waterfall's called, but how cool is that? Look how close we are to that waterfall. It's amazing.
It's not really that cold, is it?
No, it's really not. We also didn't waste any time and jumped in the water as soon as we were tied to the mooring. Well, how is it?
Actually, it's really nice.
Yeah? Warmest water so far?
Yeah.
Hey, did you?
A little bit. That's all.
We're going up and going.
What do you think, Logan?
Oh man, today's already been an amazing day. But like, you just can't beat this, and I know the camera's not going to show how awesome this is. But wow, just wow. Look, a waterfall. Look, another waterfall. Look, a big waterfall.
What are you doing, dog?
Did you steal Mom's seat?
Did you steal my seat? Look at his little paws. Max, is that my seat, bud? Are you sitting in my seat? Yeah.
Oh, it is raining.
Doesn't seem to care at all. So the rain's quite a bit, so we're gonna go for a little walk around Chatterbox Falls and show you guys Chatterbox Falls, but it's raining a little bit still, but it was like downpouring for a bit. Max is very eager to get to shore. And the waterfall is looking gorgeous, but you can't really see anything else right now because the clouds have come back in. There were signs of fall everywhere we looked, but this was the warmest weather we had experienced since June. Eating grass? You have some grass? Good boy. That was so cool. The amount of water coming off that thing and like the power of the water coming off that thing is crazy. And Logan got absolutely soaked just standing beside it, like wetter than in the rain. And then on top of it, we're in this beautiful, mossy, gorgeous forest. It's so green still. It's like fall is just starting to come. Well, it's here, but it's very slowly creeping in, and a bunch of leaves are starting to turn yellow, but it's just like the right amount that it's like so beautiful, and things aren't starting to like dead and wintry yet. They're just starting to add like speckles of color to nature. So it's really pretty. So many different kinds of trees, and they're all covered in moss and happy. Yeah, it's just a treat to be here today. It looks like we're probably going to get rained on and off all day because the clouds keep like coming and going and coming and going, but that's okay. It just kind of adds to the West Coasty vibe out here, and it's so warm still that like swimming was nothing this morning. It was just great. So yeah, so happy to be here.
I got wet. That was like I was doing a slow-mo video on my iPhone, and it was a 20-second video, and that's how wet I got.
So awesome. Ready to go, Max?
I hear power.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Thanks for joining us on this adventure, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Next week, we take you on a hike up way above the anchorage to another waterfall and to the ruins of a cabin.